Siddhars are a type of saint in India, who are said to have had many powers and achieved a god-like state through specific secret practices that were known only to them. These powers spanned from controlling time and space, to transforming the body, manipulating matter at the molecular level and achieving immortality. The Siddhars were followers of the god Shiva, and according to different texts there were 18 of them. Their teachings and findings were written in the form of poems in the Tamil language, a language spoken mainly by people in South India and parts of Sri Lanka. The poems were very difficult to interpret and were written in an encoded way so that only a few could understand them. There is a debate as to who was the first Siddhar. Some legends talk about Sri Pathanjali, who was considered to be an incarnation of Attain, the celestial five-headed snake associated with God Vishnu. But the prevailing tradition refers to Agastya as the first Siddhar, one of the 7 sages, or Sapt rishis, as mentioned in the Vedic texts, and he was the son of the god Brahma of the Hindu creation story. Agastya is considered to be the author of a lot of the first Siddhar literature, and he was supposed to have lived in the 7th century BC. About 96 books are attributed to him, and that includes writings in alchemy, medicine, and spirituality. Apart from the legends that exist, the beginnings of the Siddhars are lost in time. Another famous Siddhar was Tirumalar, who was a Tamil mystic and writer of 6th century AD, and was also one of the 18 Siddhars according to the Tamil Siddha tradition. His main work is named Tirumantaram, a 3,000-verse text, which is the foundation of the southern Shaiva Siddhartha school of philosophy. Another Siddhar, Haganathar, who lived between the 3rd and 5th century AD, is said to have discovered the elixir of immortality. One of his main works is the Pharmacognosy. Of course, in the last few centuries, especially after the 15th century, more and more Siddhars have appeared, composing poems, performing acts to entertain people with interesting stories, acting as masters and gathering followers around them, all of which has nothing to do with the original tradition of the Siddhars. Unfortunately, the original Siddhar tradition today is polluted by many interpretations by modern Siddhars and the imagination of people. Some old Siddhar writings are preserved in museums and private families in Tamil Nadu. Due to the closely guarded nature of the Siddhar records, the original knowledge of this enigmatic group of saints has remained shrouded in secrecy. The question remains whether their powers were real, and if so, how they managed to attain them. Manipulating space, time, and matter would require knowledge far beyond what we have today. Please subscribe to Indian Untold Stories for new episodes every week.